Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. I want to talk to you just for a moment on cooking using plastics, plasticware, heating up your food in microwaves using plastic containers, Tupperware, things like that. I don't care how long a company has been around. I don't care about it being called or labeled a name brand. That's bullcrap. Forget the name or household name or word. We are talking about reality in your health. So, did you not know that over 300 chemicals are used to make and or produce plastics that we use to eat out of, cook with, and to drink out of? That's a fact. A fact. So now, before a plastic became solidified, that means hard, before it became shapen, before it became a box, before it became a cup, before it became a bottle, before it became a pan, a pot, a bowl, a cup, a spoon, a fork, a spatula, or whatever, it was liquid. How did it become liquid, Brother Teacher? It had to have been heated, right? So, it had to have been at a very high temperature to be liquid, right? Then it was cooled and made into a certain shape, right? Chemically, okay? Now, so, would you have drank that liquid? No. It most definitely would have been harmful to you if you had drank it as a liquid. All right. Now, looks good once it's solid or semi-solid and you put it in a shape or form and you put pictures on it, words, using inks and dyes and so forth, right? So now, if it's something that you're going to eat out of or you're going to use to cook with, if you, for example, use it to, let's say, a bowl to heat in the microwave some food, don't you have to heat the container in the microwave by way of microwave, right? Okay, such as a TV dinner, right? What we call traditionally a TV dinner. And doesn't it get hot? Doesn't that container reach a certain temperature? And if it reaches a certain temperature, it gets hot, right? Do you not think that that container leaches some of that chemical into your food that you're heating in order for it to get hot? Hello, think about it. I'm telling you that it does. So, if you have a TV dinner or a frozen meal in a package, right, and you heat it in the microwave, it's going to get so hot in order for you to eat. Whatever that container is made of, it's going to become sort of malleable. And whatever's inside that container, whatever chemicals that container is made of, and it's made of some chemicals, hello, that's going to leach into your food that's contained therein. And guess who's going to eat it? Put your thinking cap on. And if you do this over a period of time, don't you think that's going to affect you at some point down the road? Think about it. That's just one thing. Now, I'm sure you've heard of these coated pans, skillets and pots, right? They look real good, non-stick pans and pots and so forth. What do you think? Such as Teflon, right? They're coated with some material, right? You have to heat those pans up in order to cook. Hello? And at some point in time, people start to scrape that stuff, whatever that lining is, out. And you can see the bare metal on the other side. Where do you think that material goes after it gets down to the bare material on the other side? Wouldn't it be reasonable to think and or assume that it's going to be inside your food? So now, you have to heat that pan to a certain temperature. Now don't forget that in order for that pan to have been lined with that material in the first place, that material had to at one time been a liquid. Think about it. So what am I saying? I'm saying this to you. It is best if you're going to use pots and pans to cook with. Don't use Teflon pans. Don't use pans that have been lined with a foreign material. I don't care if they're non-stick pans or not. I don't care how cute they look on commercials, infomercials, and so forth. Use something more natural. Stainless steel, number one, or you want to use pottery or glassware, and you won't have that problem, or crockery, I call it, as well. Something that's natural. Don't use aluminum, because when you use these other metals, they break down into your food. Don't cook. Definitely don't cook with aluminum, because aluminum is a very soft metal, and it is very carcinogenic, cancer causing. And when you heat aluminum up, it breaks down into your food. This is a fact. You're learning something today, ladies and gentlemen. And you should not use plastic spoons to cook with, or spatulas, or forks. It's best to use stainless steel, or it's best to use wooden spoons and forks, like for salad and things like that, or to stir fry and so forth. Don't use plastic. Let everything be natural. Think on these things. If you want to preserve your health. That was all I had to say today on this subject. Use things that are natural.